Okay guys, today I'm going to show you how to create a 2x2 ID photo using Microsoft Word. It's actually a lot easier than you think, so let's get right into it. So the first thing we want to do is head over to the ribbon here. We're going to click on Insert, then we're going to go over to Picture, and we're going to grab a picture from the device. I'm going to grab this little picture I took of myself, just here, and the first thing we need to do is basically remove the background. So in picture format up here, we want to go over to remove background. That's going to basically come through here. It's going to try to highlight this the best it can, and you can make changes of markup areas, etc. So for example, you can see that it's trying to take away some of my hair. I'm going to essentially remove some of that. So we're going to hit this little red button here, and then we're going to go ahead and try and remove the hair where it kind of got that bit wrong. We'll do that, and it's still not quite doing it. So let me go ahead and use the green icon just here. Use the right tool for the job would be helpful. So go ahead and do that. It's still not quite getting everything, so we'll just do that. We'll get rid of this. A little bit fiddly using this particular platform for the job. It's not the most ideal. Normally we would use something different for this. So we'd go ahead and we'd just adjust this so that we can essentially make sure that we have everything as expected here. So we're just going to go ahead and do that here, and then we're going to go add some of these areas here that just need to be taken off. Just going to do that and adjust around here as well. We'll just tidy it up, and then once we're happy that we've got everything more or less how we want it, like this, it's looking okay. There's actually a little bit down here that we probably need to remove as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. We could of course remove that bit in the middle there between the arms. Like I say, it's a very fiddly job. Once you're happy with what you've got though, you can go ahead and basically click on keep changes. So there we go. We've kind of removed the background. It's not brilliant. I'm just kind of rushing through for this. Do spend some more time if you need to, or use a different tool such as Photoshop to remove your background. Okay, so now we have this picture here with the background removed. The next thing we want to do is click this icon right here, and this allows you to basically put the image behind or in front of text. So you can see it says through text or in front of text, behind text. You can also do this by selecting the image, going over to the ribbon, going to profile picture format here where it says wrap text. Do that. Come down here where it says behind text or in front of. I'm just going to click in front of. That allows you to now to move this freely around the page. Okay, with all that done, we now select our image here. We want to go ahead to the ribbon, picture format, and go over to where it says crop. We're going to click the drop down menu, and we're going to see the aspect ratio of 1:1. We're going to click that. Now we don't want a 1:1 inch, we want a 2" to 2". To do that, to change that, what we're going to do now is come over to the top right hand corner here. Now mine is in centimeters, yours might be in inches. It's 2.5 centimeters per inch. So all we're going to do is we're going to basically change this to 5 centimeters, which will then come up as 5 centimeters on each one. Now what you'll notice here is that we can now freely move our image in and outside of this 2x2 square. We obviously want this to fit in quite nicely, but we do need to leave a little bit of headspace at the top. We're going to make this a little bit bigger, okay, and then we're going to basically pull this in and put that just roughly where we want it to be for our profile picture. Once we're happy with it, we'll click off, and there we have our 2x2 profile image or ID image. We can go ahead and copy and paste this out multiple times and basically print this out so you have multiple versions of these ID photos if that is what you want to do. It is, like I say, relatively straightforward once you know how to do it. The main thing to do is obviously make sure that you have indeed got your profile picture set up with a nice white background, or have already cut the background out of your image using an online AI tool or something like Photoshop from Adobe, for example. The tool inside Microsoft Word is okay, but it's not the best. There's definitely better tools out there in my humble opinion. But of course, hopefully you have found this useful and informative. If you have, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all the different hints and tips that we have here on the channel. And if you haven't done so, you might find that video really interesting. Why don't you give it a click?